It's your girl Ashley Camille here at 5th House Bloom. This message is for Aries. Aries placements for the week of March 18th through March 24th. So I already shuffled and shifted the energy to your cards, but I was not recording. And so I have them out already, and we're just gonna keep it rolling. We have the magical map shifter in reverse. We have rock bottom, and we had home at the bottom of the deck. I just looked over at the tarot deck, and there is, I want to acknowledge that it's two of air, which is the Two of Swords in the traditional tarot. And I want to bring this forth because what was coming up was the moon and eclipse season, and this being really a pivotal time. You might already be feeling the energy now. It occurs, it starts next week in the sign of Libra. We have a lunar eclipse on the 25th, and then a solar eclipse in your sign following, I think, a couple weeks later. Follow up, not an astrologer, check it out yourself. But this moon energy is really, really impacting you. And so this is going to be something pivotal, something that really requires or forces a major shift and really pertaining to your idea of home. Now, before we get into that, it really is looking like, no matter, I'll stick with pivotal, right? Because with pivotal and with can be some challenges. Beneficial as they may be, anytime that you pivot, there is this moment, there is this period of time that is required for acclimating. So really, the shift has to happen, and that's why I was like, I'm going to keep this Two of Air, but how's it going to happen? Which way is it going to go? Are you going to step up and make those changes? Are you going to step up and start to get clear on your definition and the relationship that you need to have with home? Or is it going to have to happen to you? Is it going to have to be one of those things where you are forced to move? And with that, when you get kind of thrown into something, when you get thrust, it is a very uncomfortable energy, right? Not saying that making the choice is any better, but this gives you a little semblance of being present, being ready, being empowered in your decision. So home, it is feeling like this has come up. I don't know if it was for you in previous reading, but in the body, in community, in the place that you spend, got the clock, so majority of your time, and has given you a sense of who you are, whether that be as a whole or whether that be particularly within that place or that space, right? This is a sense of home as far as your identity, and really owning that and creating that. Give me a second. When it's like, because it feels like the shift, even if it's like, all right, I have to make a change. I can't continue on like this. This is not supporting the image. This is not supporting the desires. This is not supporting the way I want to feel. Whenever this comes about, it does feel like there is a moment. It does feel like there is an impetus or a particular pivotal moment. It doesn't have to get to rock bottom. There is room, there is space to intervene if, Eight of Air underneath that. If you take off, the Eight of Swords in traditional tarot, if you take off the blindfolds and you face it head on, This is empowering yourself to not just let the chips fall where they may, and to create, to be active, to be proactive in it. Because give me a second. We have the Water of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles, which is very much, again, an energy of building, of creation, of looking over what you have and what you desire. It is a card of abundance and satisfaction. But this is defined on your terms. And just a reminder that a decision not to act, a decision to let others define for you, a decision to let it happen is still a decision. But you can choose otherwise. So really pay attention to what's starting to come up, what's starting to happen, what you're starting to feel, what you're starting to see around this moon. And be intentional about working with yourself in this energy to get clearer on this home that you want to establish. Because how you move now is essential to creating the home that you desire, the sense of home, the idea of home, the belonging that you desire. All right, and Aries.